John Eichelsheim for Boating New Zealand magazine. Today we're aboard Waka Tere, a 12.5 metre custom Rayglass that divides its time between the dry stack at Orams in Auckland and Waiheke Island. So no shortage of power on this vessel. A couple of 5.3 litre Yamaha V8 outboards. It's good for about 43, 44 knots. She really gets along. And the special thing about these is they have the new Optimus steering system, which allows the motors to move independently. So I'd like to introduce Matt Jackson from Ovlov Marine, and Matt's been very involved in this project right from the offset. And I'd really like to ask you, Matt, about this Optimus system.
Thanks, John. The beauty about the system is the maneuverability of the boat. Being a dry stack boat and being at this length, it was quite technical to move it in and out of the stack. Not only is it fully electric power steering, also eliminates the need for hydraulic hoses running up to the helm. Installation is fairly quick. What we originally got it for was the joystick steering. Joystick allows full movement of the boat just at your fingertips, so you can grab sideways, spin in circles. It also has the advantage of the sea station virtual anchoring system, so we can hold position and also can hold heading at the same time.
So the Helm console is relatively compact, but everything is within easy reach, and more importantly it's easy to see. We've got a 12-inch, the latest Raymarine 12-inch Axiom multifunction display. We've got a Raymarine autopilot, a data display here, and also the latest Yamaha instrument cluster there as well. That's all digital. The whole system is digital, so there's nothing analog here at all. And we've also got a Helm's control here, so that you can swap in between various ways of steering this boat. So the Cockpit island here is a custom-built piece of kit. It's a one-off, made especially to the owner specifications, and it's a multi-purpose piece of gear. It's got a sink in here. There's a place to prepare food, etc. if you're staying in the boat overnight. It's also somewhere to house the gas bottle for the gas cooker, and he also keeps the little outboard motor for the dinghy that normally sits on the bow. That's kept in here as well. So a great piece of kit, purpose-built just for this boat. So this vessel has multiple purposes. The owner uses it for several things. One of its functions is to take people to and from his home on Waiheke Island, so it's used as a taxi. And when it's used in that capacity, the dinghy that normally sits on the bow here, he'll use that to take him to shore from the boat. And then he has another boat, a little sea legs, which is called Waka Tere This, and that's used to transport any gear that he might have and people from this boat to shore. With that in mind, he has a mooring at the island, so he's got a permanent mooring line up here on the bow. A really heavy duty, all of the stainless work is custom for this particular boat, and one of the problems they had with this boat was, in order to fit it into the dry stack, they needed to make sure that it wasn't too tall. So they really had to work very, very hard on how they positioned everything, particularly the radar dome and the fleur on the hardtop roof. There's very little clearance, and this is actually the largest boat in Orams dry stack at the moment at 12.5 metres. Now most Rayglasses, even the smaller models, would have a bow thruster in this position here in the bow, but because this has the Optimus steering system, it doesn't require a bow thruster, and as a result they've got this huge locker space up forward, which is a very useful place to store all kinds of gear. So the owners will overnight on this boat sometimes. There's plenty of room in here to sleep 2 or even 4 people. We've got a couple of ordinary bunks at this level, and then we've got 2 pipe berths above, and there's a head behind me. No shower in there, but there is a shower in the cockpit. So we've got a pretty decent little galley here, a little 4-burner hob here, plus an oven underneath and a grill. This is all gas, of course. We've got an electric 12-volt isotherm electric fridge. And the owner also has a gas barbecue that he likes to put on the transom, on a nice day. So there you are, that's the largest of the Waka Teres, and it's as you can see, it's a pretty special vessel. It's something I'm sure the owner will enjoy immensely, and it's a vessel that I think people in Auckland are going to get quite used to seeing. John Eichelsheim from Boating New Zealand. Thanks for watching. If you'd like to see more of these videos, please subscribe to our channel.